Let's bring in criminal defense attorney Brian Claypool. Brian, great to have you as always. Look, a lot of lawyers are saying 3 hours is not enough time to even go through the exhibits, much less deliberate and come to a decision. So obviously they made their decision well before then. But when? When do you think was the crucial point in this case when they said Alex Murdaugh is guilty?
Hey, Todd and Ashley, great to be back with you. Yeah, I wasn't surprised by the verdict at all, but the timing was really stunning. And this is a resounding message by this jury that they did not like Alex Murdaugh. And to get to your question, they had disdain toward him after he took the stand. I thought his decision to testify was a colossal mistake. He was horrible on the stand. He did not come across as a grieving husband, as a grieving father. He came off as a narcissist. He came off, like the prosecution said in rebuttal closing, like somebody who loved himself too much. And his heart rang hollow when he testified at that trial. And that was a death knell sentence for him.
Brian, you talk about him, in your words, being hollow during his testimony. Did you have that same feeling with the guilty verdict coming back when it was being read? Because we saw images of Alex and his son, Buster. Do you feel the same way about that?
Yeah, I do. And there's two other points I wanted to make, Ashley, on why this verdict came in so quickly. Let's talk about the two game changers. The biggest one, obviously, was that Snapchat video that his son took. I mean, that put him at the scene of the crime within minutes of the shooting. And for him to lie about not being there, he could not overcome that. And it was a credibility issue. And in rebuttal closing, the prosecutor did a great job. He called this a CSC case, which is a common sense case instead of, CSI, common sense. Go with your gut instinct. This is not a hard case. And one other thing I wanted to mention that I think was a real game changer in this case were the shell casings. Remember, the prosecutors found shell casings all around the compound, right? And then they also found shell casings right next to the two bodies. Those shell casings all matched, and they matched the two guns that were missing by the Murdaugh family. Why is that important? Because the prosecutor said, look, there's nobody else that could have done this murder, because they would have had to shown up at the kennel instead of the house at the right time within a 20-minute window to use these two guns to commit the murder. I think that really resonated with the jury at the end of the case, and they decided by process of elimination, there's nobody else that could have committed this murder.
Sentencing in a little over 4 hours. Brian, what do you expect the sentence to be?
Oh, he's going to get the book handed to him. I mean, this judge does not like Murdaugh. He does not like the defense team. Well, I'm not saying he doesn't like them, but you can tell. I've done a lot of jury trials. You can read where a judge is going based on his or her rulings, based on the demeanor. I mean, this judge even cut off one of the defense lawyers during closing. I mean, he is going to give Murdaugh life in prison, and I think there's no doubt about that. Murdaugh will never see the light of day again. And one other comment I wanted to make, which was incredible at the end, that the prosecutor said that the dog, that Bubba, remember Bubba the dog? Bubba the dog was a witness in this case, because had the dog not barked, then Alex Murdaugh might not have made that comment.
Interesting.
That's an interesting thought. That's an interesting thought on that. But like I said earlier, no matter where you stand, everybody just has to remember that Buster, his surviving son, no longer has a mother, brother, and now a father. Brian Claypool, thank you for your time this morning.
Brian.
We appreciate it. Happy Friday.
Thank you. You too. Bye.